Harvard's all about diversity, equity, and inclusion. Unless you're Jewish, then not so much, as we've recently seen by the many anti-Jewish protests on campus since October. Only made worse by Harvard's president, Claudine Gay's refusal to condemn calls for genocide against Jews outright at a recent congressional testimony.
That's why filmmaker Eli Steele chose to write in the Free Press. Claudine Gay is why I never checked the black box. I felt pressure to declare my minority status on college applications and get the upper hand, but I refuse to be currency in someone else's power game. Eli Steele joins us now, and it's great to have you on the program. Thanks so much for being here. I really was inspired by your piece, and there were so many parts of it that I wanted to quote, but I chose one where you wrote this: by checking the black box, I was being asked to mask the actual problems and inequities that undermine the efforts of lower class blacks. Also, university administrators could claim the pretense of racial redemption through higher enrollment numbers. I pretty much think that kind of sums it up, but I'd like you to elaborate on it.
Thank you very much for having me. Yes, I grew up in a middle-class household. It was my grandfather who was born to slave, and he was born in 1900. And through his hard work, he lifted our family up to the lower middle class. And then my mother lifted us up into the middle class. And I'm very proud of that, very proud of their achievement. And at the same time, I know there are many others that are not as fortunate. And it just felt immoral, it felt wrong to be the stand-in for them. Because you're not really addressing the real problem, you should mask it over them. And so that's why to this day, unfortunately, most of the people that you see on campuses today are going to be middle class or higher, not lower class.
My wife would always point out, she's Mexican-American, that many of them were, children of professors or people who have really great connections that are using some of these programs. But Eli, I want to get your take on this. It looks like you may be in good company because billionaire Elon Musk posted on X that, quote, DEI must DIE or die. The point was to end discrimination, not replace it with different discrimination. Your take, Eli?
He is 100% right. Race is poison, and that's something that we keep forgetting. When we told black people during slavery and segregation that the black skin made them inferior and the white people were superior, that was poison. So how can we today pick up that very same poison to cure the poison that we claim to be curing? It's just not going to work. It's just a trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you also go on to talk about not checking the black box at the end of the piece. You say, I owe gratitude to the many people who helped me as I pursued the path of merit. And that's what stood out to you over trying to fit yourself into any box.
Absolutely, absolutely, because, why should I be helped because of my skin? And I have found out in life that anytime you take a step forward, anytime you say, you know what, this is my vision for the American dream, this is where I'm going to go. And if you go in that direction, you inspire people, and so they want to help you. And that's just been the truth of my whole life, and other people. And so for us to not take that leap, or just to kind of, or compromise ourselves by becoming a race, that's just, it leads nowhere, and it actually makes you beholden to the others. Because if I get into Harvard and I shut that box and I go and they give me, points on my application and increase my chances to get it in. Well, I didn't get in on my merit. They helped me. And so the implication is now that they own me and I have to conform to the ideology. I have to conform to the belief in affirmative action in racial preference. And I refuse to do that. And so that's why the path of merit is so much better.
Yeah, well said.
Very well said. Eli Steele, thank you for being here, and thanks for not checking the box and standing up for merit. We appreciate it on the bottom line.
Thank you.